Cool. Let me set up a timer for 30 minutes. Okay. Hello. This is recording number 2, and today I want to do an overview of the actual project that I started migrating from PHP to Node.js using Cursor. And so let's get started. But before we do get started, I want to do a quick overview of, mainly for myself, to remind myself of the things that I want to be doing that will help me to move towards the goals that I set in this kind of practice. So what I am going to be doing is I'm going to be applying a mindset called View. This is the mindset that I learned from Joe Hudson on his podcast, The Art of Accomplishment, and also I took his course. It's called a connection course. And so this framework or mindset View stands for vulnerability, impartiality, empathy, and wonder. And where vulnerability means several things, it means saying the scary truth, my truth, out loud, and also allowing to be touched by my emotions or by whatever comes up internally. Impartiality means, the way I understand impartiality is to be upfront about my wants and in conversations, and also to not have hidden agendas, to not have an agenda, hidden goals, hidden agendas that I'm trying to manipulate myself or the person I'm having a conversation with manipulate towards achieving the agendas. But instead being upfront about what I want and not manipulate the path towards the outcomes that I want, and be open to whatever happens in the moment. And empathy means to stay in my body and notice, read the person that I'm with, their state, what emotions they're in, like to synchronize with them, but at the same time staying inside my body. And wonder, the way I see it, is looking at whatever comes with from a not knowing place. So I'm like open to what comes from the present moment, what happens in the moment, and I'm not trying to No, I'm looking at the present moment as if I actually don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know, like almost anything. I'm just like, whoa, what is happening? Like, what's going on? Like, what is this? And with an approach of what I don't know about this, and being open to that unknown. And so right now, and so this is what I would like to practice in this video, in this recording, and in the recordings that will follow. Though, like, they're not about like this mindset. It seems like it's more about self exploration, self development, communications, like communication with yourself and with others. But I think that especially in these kinds of, well, it can be applied anywhere. And because I am recording these videos to explore myself, to grow, to grow. I think it is actually a perfect place to apply this mindset. In my case, okay, let's go over like so. In my case, if I apply it, the vulnerable part will be is that I'm really uncomfortable right now to say like out loud in front of the camera. Is that I'm super uncomfortable right now recording this. I notice that my perception changed when I started recording this video. I think slower, my cognition decreased. I don't know. Maybe if you're a native speaker and this makes sense to you, then great. The level of my cognitive abilities like reduced or decreased, and I'm having troubles. With staying present, with staying clear. Like my mind, my perception became very there is a lot of fog in it, and much slower, much less flow. Like there's way less flow of that happens in me, and I have certain sensations in my body that are not usually present when I'm off camera, and so this is what is happening right now. I already know that this is probably what happens with me when I'm recording this video is probably a combination of several processes, one of which is feeling shame, and a lot of shame. Another one is actual excitement. And here is a cool thing that I learned several years ago about how shame works is that it's one of its main functions is to regulate the level of excitement, and so shame is kind of like brakes for excitement. The more shame, the higher the shame level, the level of shame, the less excitement the person feels. It suppresses excitement, and so And so with this, recording this makes me excited, but also I see how shame functions right now, how it affects my anxiety, my excitement, not anxiety, not anxiety. Okay, so there is a lot of shame right now in my system, and this shame actually, it's pretty common. Uh, what's the name? Is it like stage fright? Probably it is stage fright, or camera fright. A lot of people have that, and what is really interesting about it is that what's the reason to be ashamed of? There is no one here in the room. There is only this device, which is the camera that I'm looking at, that is recording. There is no people here that are actively showing me or doing the things towards me that give my psyche signals to be ashamed of something that I do. And so what is happening probably is that because I'm feeling ashamed right now without any sound reason in my present, this means that I have currently some traumatic experience, or some traumatic experience that is triggered by recording this video, and this recording brings up that traumatic experience from my childhood, where I was in certain situations where I was not supported by an important caregiver or person to me, and on the contrary, I was attacked or shamed, directly or indirectly, and then I attached. I don't know how this works, but it might bring up some childhood things, or unprocessed, or just be trigger of similar situation from my childhood, and I'm where I'm used to, where I attached doing some sort of a public speaking or being with feeling ashamed, with feeling ugly inside, with feeling that I'm bad, and all that. And what's really interesting right now is that while I'm appearing, while I'm putting it outside, putting it on display, I notice that the level of shame decreases right now. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm getting less sensitive to it, and it's not a really good practice or thing to do, but maybe it is not, and maybe it's like that being vulnerable and real, what actually changes things. Yeah, so that's about vulnerability, but in general, what I'm going to do is that whenever, well, first of all, I'm going to explore what happens, my conscious during these recordings. Well, because I really like it, and this is one of my hobbies. And whenever I notice that shame appears, or something that I want to work on and give enough space, that then I'm gonna describe it in detail like I did just now. Okay, now let's get to the project, and let's go over what I cannot find a good way or any way to describe my next thought, and I notice that my mind goes blank when I do this. When this happens, when I'm like, oh, how do I, like, what's next? What should I say? Where are we heading? I don't know how to approach next steps, and what I'm doing right now is I'm letting my conscious and subconscious to figure that out. I'm not trying to interfere with those or to make them come up with something. I want to let my internal AI work. Well, okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind is that let's start by going over this Notion page, or a part of this Notion page that I prepared. And this Notion page, I created it, like, it's inside Professional Career, Node.js plus TypeScript tab, and it's good help redoing. So I have this project that I created and worked on, and that was online for some period of time, and then I shut it down. And it's called Good Help. I have it up and running on my local host on this computer laptop that I have, and it's located on the local host 4333. And let me show you the project, and it looks like this. So it is a platform to select a to find a psychologist or psychotherapist to work on your problems. If you want to do that. So it's for people who are looking for a psychologist or psychotherapist, and this platform helps to do this. The original target audience was supposed to be from Ukraine, and so this is why this website has it's currently has all its text, all the labels, titles, and everything in Ukrainian. So if you're not from in Eastern Europe and you don't know Ukrainian or Russian, then I'm sorry for that. I might do a quick thing for you I'm going to use Google Translate to translate the page to English in place. So this is how it might look like if it supported English. So what's this hero section, some text, buttons, and many text here with some other text with some other things. So this is a pretty normal, regular landing page. This is the main page of this website, and I am rushing through this video. I noticed that I'm doing it really quickly and I'm disconnecting from myself, and this is what's happening. But what's cool and new right now is that if I noticed that the moment I noticed that, or if I noticed that I am disconnected right now, then this means I'm back online. I'm connected to myself. So, and this is a weird place, because previously I what's happened in me is that the moment I noticed that, oh my God, I have been disconnected since, I don't know, for the last 5 minutes. And the way it would present itself in my system is that oh, I spotted that I did something bad, something that were wrong. Like, oh my God, how could I be disconnected for the whole 5 minutes? And so, but and then I'd felt bad. I tried to stay connected from that place, and what I learned recently is that it's not the most effective way to treat myself and this process, because what happens is that the moment I notice that I have been disconnected for a period of time, this is, just as I said, it's a moment when I'm back online, when I'm connected. And so it's a good thing, actually, that I'm connected, that I became connected. And I have been disconnected, or I had been disconnected. Not on purpose. This is how Psyche works. In that period of time, probably either my capacity before, right before I went online, ended to be present, or some unmanageable emotions came up, and I became dissociated. Something like that. So it's not on purpose, and it's not a bad thing that this happens. It's just how Psyche works. And so, okay, I went offline. I became dissociated or disconnected, and then so this period, it's not something bad. It's just the way it is. And so when I become connected, so when I return to myself, when I regain this connection to myself, this is a good thing. This means that I either restored my capacity to be present at a certain level, or that this traumatic period ended, or my emotions became less intense, and so that I'm able to so that my conscious is able to withstand it. Something along these lines. And so this is a good thing. This should be celebrated. It's not a good thing to punish myself for. So I'm like, yeah, you've been offline, and now this is bad. It's not motivating. It doesn't send the signal to this thing of me or my system that regaining connection with myself is good, is safe, is encouraged, is something that I welcome, something that is a pleasant experience to have. And if I welcome this, if I celebrate, oh my God, I just noticed that I have been offline, but now I'm back online. now I have this connection with me. How cool is that? Way to go. Then, and if I truly notice or look at it and not as a partial technique to manipulate myself, but as I understand that this is a good thing, then most likely, and this is where I want to apply, then most likely I will regain my connection more and more and more in the future. It's like a positive it's like positive, it's positive reinforcement, basically. So but to check this, I can just try this different way of treating this moment of regaining connection with myself, and see what changes. Yeah, probably these recordings are going to be so filled with these explanations, these descriptions of what's going on. Yeah, so I'm back online, and I have a certain level of connection with myself. Way to go. This is the main page of the project that we're going to be, and it's written using PHP and PHP Tech Stack, Symfony Framework, Doctrine, and for the sake of learning, I want to migrate it to, as I said, to Node.js, and this is what I'm going to be doing or working on for the next several months, or 1 month, I don't know. We'll see. And this is the main page. We have a page that displays all the psychologists in the system, and we actually had all these wonderful psychologists and psychotherapists in our system, and they accepted clients, and we, like, the platform made around 50 sessions, paid sessions, to happen. So real people came to our platform, real people used the services of these wonderful people. And we have this. Also, you can look into a specific psychologist or therapist, what they work on, their reviews, and all that. And then you can book a consultation or a session with them. So there is this checkout page and all this. And then once you schedule a session, like you can pay for it. I integrated a payment system here into this platform, and also you'll have your own account inside the system where you can manage your sessions and all that. And there is a place for psychologists, psychotherapists to handle their the sessions, like chat with their clients. And so it's I would say medium-sized project, and that I want to. Oh, this is me on the photo. Probably you noticed that and it supports desktop, and it supports mobile like this. So it supports mobile menu, all this wonderful, all the pages works great. So it's really great website to migrate because it has so many features, so many opportunities to screw up and all that. And so what I did is I went over the whole website, not website even, like web, the whole platform, and I described what pages and features it has in this toggle list, and I described it in one goal in mind. I wanted to give a good description of the project to AI. So this is what I wonder, should I cursor setting profiles? No, cursor settings, tab models, rules memories, user rules, project rules, so the idea was to give actually context to cursor, so that it would have all the information, all the critical, or all of the important information it needs to actually build, to help like with this migration. And also, so I described the features, those features. As you can see, I used this XML notation where I have this opening tag, start of project features and functionality description. I described all the functionality. I said that there are several areas, but it has 4 areas. Well, it actually has 5. And what my goals, and then I used this closing tag end of project features and functionality description to specify that this is the end of it. And then the same I did for technical details. So I described what technology the project uses. It's PHP 8.4, Symfony 5.3, Doctrine, MariaDB, Redis, and Nginx, RabbitMQ. But we didn't use actually any of the features RabbitMQ have. I think so. Yeah, there were no workers or anything of the sort. And so I wonder, like, we didn't use RabbitMQ directly, and no features used RabbitMQ, but it was and is inside the Docker. So there is an image. Where is it? Common. There is this RabbitMQ section in the Docker Compose file, and but I should have deleted it. Probably it just wasted resources on the server of the server. Mm. And for front end, it's vanilla JavaScript, Sass, CSS, and I used a theme, CSS theme for it. For infrastructure, it's Docker and Docker Compose, and this is where I hosted project. It obviously these are not all the technical details project has, but they are the most important ones. And then I described that my goals are I want to migrate all the features of the project into a different tech stack. This is what I described. So we're going to use Node.js from the backend, Node.js, TypeScript, Nest.js, because this is the most probably widely used framework nowadays for JavaScript backend and mostly for enterprise. And this is what I like. Prisma ORM. This is what I feed this whole description or context of the project to ChatGPT, ChatGPT, and it originally it was type ORM instead, but it suggested to use Prisma ORM because it's this is what apparently most of the serious projects are using nowadays. And I also wanted to use Postgres, not MariaDB. MariaDB was used in the original project. Redis just for tests, Docker, RabbitMQ. Okay, front end. The main thing for the front end that I wanted to change is that I wanted to use Next.js to have to just have more exposure to it. I want to play with it and see whether I like it or not. Because a lot of projects are using Next.js nowadays, especially in the UK. So why not learn it? And there are two purposes for this project: learning the tech stack and becoming proficient. Probably it's not spelled correctly. Proficient. This is okay. Proficient. Yeah, only the I. Proficient. Yes. And I want to build a portfolio project so that I can get a middle or even senior developer job in that stack. It's nice to have a good project and portfolio, my requirements. And so I described different things here, and please create step-by-step strategy, the whole project. Okay, and some other info for the context. But what I realized and what I think might be a good thing to do, where is it now? Now you'll have a sneak peek to my Traversy Media cursor. I watched this guy, Brad Traversy. Where is it? This one.
Now, this stuff, Agent.
And somewhere I saw a sponsor. He said that. I don't remember. Is it beneficial to project description file for cursor? Yeah, made something that might help. Okay. Cursor, best practices, tips, clear prompt, blah, 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 tips and tricks, context, whatever, I don't know, maybe we'll find it YOLO mode. I don't know, what's this? What's YOLO? Okay, I'm gonna wrap up for today because I have a call with my friend Andrew, and we'll pick up from, I hope, from this moment in the future videos. See ya.